Today I'm going to show y'all a new website of some beautiful designs that I got and how I'm going to turn those designs into some beautiful spring and summer decor. I'm going to provide a link for you down below in the comments so you can go out and search their website and see all the beautiful designs that they have for all the seasons. They sell rice paper in a couple of sizes. They have it in cardstock, and also you can get digital downloads that will be sent directly to your email. I'm going to show y'all in today's video just one of the designs I got. Is this beautiful swan. It comes in several different sizes and in several different types of papers. These are some of the designs that I just recently received in the mail. Some of these are going to be decoupage, some of these are going to be cardstock, and I got them in various sizes. I'm going to take some items that I already have in my supplies, some frames and some trays, and some thrifted items, and I'm going to show you how we're going to turn these beautiful designs and graphics into some beautiful decor that we can set out for spring, summer, or really just leave them out all year long. This is the first time I've ordered from this website, but I was highly impressed with the quality of their designs. The cardstock pieces are just like graphics that you can put in frames and frame them and make your own wall decor at a very budget-friendly price. I ordered a couple of cardstock of the swans, and I also got the swan in a decoupage paper. Like I say, they have several sizes to choose from, and you can really have fun with these and create some beautiful decor, especially if you have some frames laying around or you just want to change them out for the season. I'm going to start us out with a frame that I already have on hand, and I get a lot of my frames at the thrift store, and yard sales is a great place to find some beautiful frames. I'm just going to cut this one down to size to fit inside my frame. Let me know down below what is your favorite flower for spring and summer. I have several that I absolutely love, but hydrangeas is going to be my absolute favorite. And this hydrangea print right here was absolutely beautiful. So all I did was I took my straight cutter, I cut it down to size since this was cardstock. That's what I love about it. It's thick paper, so it will go in your straight cutter. That makes it so much easier to cut it down to the size of your frame. Put it in your frame, put the back on it. Now we've got a beautiful piece that we can set out on an open shelving or hang this on the wall. Some of these designs, I got several copies, but I'm going to take this beautiful black oval frame. I put a bunny in it for around Easter time. Now I'm going to take my bunny out. I'm just going to lay the glass on top of another one of these hydrangea designs. I'm going to trace around the glass, and then I'm just going to cut around and get this to go back in the frame. And that is simple as that. Now this is the fun part, when you can just take your frames, change out your designs for the seasons, and this is such an affordable way to reuse your frames throughout your home. Now in today's video, I'm going to show you different ways of how you can style these graphics in frames. And so if you've got a frame that doesn't have a glass to it or a back, sometimes you'll find frames at the thrift store yard sales that don't have a back or glass. In that case, just take a piece of a foam board. You can get that at Dollar Tree. Cut it down to size so you'll have a backing for your frame. I'm going to take another one of these beautiful florals that I got, and I'm just going to cut it down to size. I just went around the inside of the frame, traced around with my pencil, and got the border that I needed. And now with my straight cutter, I'm just going to go around and cut where I made those marks and just cut my design down to fit the frame. Once I got it cut down, now I'll put it back in the frame, put the back on it. And this right here is beautiful in this beautiful green frame. So just giving you ideas of different styles of the graphics, what colors and textures of frames they're beautiful in. I'm just giving you some ideas. To finish off the back of my piece, I'm just going to put some tape on it to keep the back on it, but you can always put brown paper on the back if you are a reseller and you want it to look pretty. Now what a beautiful piece that we have to set out for spring and summer. Now I'm going to show you how we can make over a tray. This is a beautiful tray. I got it at Bell's. It's kind of like a little mini TJ Maxx. I'm going to show you how you can take a tray like this and make a beautiful piece that you can set up on some open shelving or just set this up in a spring or summer vignette. I turned my tray over, and around the bottom I'm going to go around and I'm going to score this cardstock as best I can using my fingers. Once I got some marks of where it's going to need to be placed inside the tray, I'm using my straight cutter. You can also use your scissors. You can just keep cutting down the excess paper. I started with the top and the bottoms, and then I'm going to work the sides. I did the sides last, and as you can see, I went in and scored the sides with my fingers and then just cut those down with the scissors. Once I got the graphic cut down to size and it fits down inside my tray really well, using my glue stick, I'm just going to go around the edges. I'm not really going to go around the middle of the tray. I'm just going to go around the edges of the graphic, seal it in really well. That way if you ever want to remove it, you can. I rolled over it with my brayer. Now look how beautiful this tray is. You can set this out on a table, or you can put this up on some open shelving or hang this on the wall. Now I'm going to take a silver tray that I got at Goodwill, and I'm also going to take this sheet that's got some really vintage style bunnies on it. Now I'm just going to go around again with my fingernail, and I'm just going to score around the inside of that tray. I then went around with my scissors and cut away the excess paper. I put the sheet back in the center of the tray and I placed it where I wanted it to go. I'm going to take a good quality glue stick. You can also use Mod Podge for this project, but so you don't harm your tray, if you ever want to change out the graphic or take it off and just use your tray plain again, I think with the school glue you can do that. A lot of these pieces I'm using in today's video, we don't harm them. We're just kind of changing them up. So if we ever want to take these graphics off and go back to the original state that our decor piece was in, we always can. I'm going to cut this beautiful piece of cardstock down. It's got a really pretty floral on it, and I think it'll look really pretty in this Chippy Frame. I got this wall decor piece, I think, at Hobby Lobby, but I'm just going to very easily just tape this piece in so I can very easily take it back off if I want to, and then I just go in each edge of this graphic with some two-sided tape. This will hold the graphic in place, and now we've got another beautiful piece that we just changed up something that we already had. Now I'm going to take this beautiful gold frame that I got at Walmart. I think it was $6.98. I love this beautiful bird. This is a piece of decoupage paper, but you don't have to use a decoupage medium to use decoupage paper. You can use your good quality glue stick for these. I traced around the glass of the frame, and then I went around and cut it out. All I have to do now is put this back in the frame, and this made a beautiful graphic for this beautiful gold frame that I got at Walmart. One of my favorite things to find at the thrift store are these wood framed signs. These make great DIY project pieces. Put your graphic in the frame, make some marks with your pencil, and then using your straight edge cutter or some scissors, cut it down to size. I cut one side and the bottom, and then I just went in and left this one side. Once I got the marks on it, I'll use my straight edge cutter, cut it down, and then with my glue stick, I'm just going to liberally put a lot of that glue stick on the base of that frame, and then put my graphic down. Rub it down really well with your hands and your fingers just to make sure it adheres really well. Then roll over it really good with your brayer, and now we've got another beautiful piece. I've got another one of these little wood frame signs. Now this one has some writing on it that I feel like will show through my graphic. So a quick fix for this is just go over it with some white paint, put a couple of layers till you cannot see the writing. This is the decoupage paper of the Swan, so it's a little bit thinner paper. I applied some glue stick down, and I applied my paper in sections. I got one side cut down and got it in place and kind of got a starter strip going so it don't pull the paper over to the other side. I want my paper to stay in position as much as I can, and using an X-Acto knife, I'm going around and just cutting this paper down inside the frame. Once I got it cut down, I applied some more glue stick, rolled over it with my brayer, and now look how beautiful this swan looks in this wood frame. Y'all know I love bunnies, and I decorate with bunnies all year long. I have this piece of decoupage paper, and I found this little wood crate at Goodwill. So I'm just going to add a little bit of detail to one side of it. So I'm going to use this bunny right here, and I'm going to cut it down to size using my scissors. I'm not going to go all the way out to the ends. I'm going to leave some of the wood trim on the ends and just put the bunny in the middle. Using my fingers, I'm just going to score along the top and the bottom. And once I got it cut down to size, I'm going to get my glue stick, apply a liberal amount, and apply the paper. I'm going to rub it down really well with my hands first, then I'll go over it and roll over it with my brayer. Once I get it adhered really well to the front of the crate, I'm going to go around my finger sander along the top and the bottom, and I'm also going to go around the edges and just gently go around with the finger sander, just removing that excess paper and giving it more of a little rustic look around the edges. Once I do that, we've got now a beautiful crate that we can add a ribbon and some beautiful florals to, and I think this turned out so cute, and it added such a great detail to a little wooden crate that I got at the thrift store. Now I'm going to take some of these little paper mache pots I got at Hobby Lobby. They were $1.99 each. And I'm going to take these little bunnies that were left over from that large decoupage sheet. I'm going to go around with my scissors and carefully cut a couple, 3 of these bunnies out. I'm going to apply these to the front of the pots using my glue stick. These right here, you go around and just cut them out with your scissors. Let your scissors do the work. Just start cutting around and very carefully cut around. Get your bunny cut out really well, and then just using your glue stick, apply some to the pot and also to the paper. Apply them down with your fingers really well and let these dry. Once these are dry, now you can go over these with some white wax. You can leave these the original color. I did one for you using some dark wax just so you can see what it looks like if I distress the pot, and then I left a couple of them the natural color. once I style them, you'll see the difference in the one that I wax and the ones that I left, original color. So there's so many options for these little paper mache pots. This is the one that I put the dark wax on, and I also put some clear white wax on the top of that. So you can just see the difference. So if you want to distress your little pots, the wax works great. I have some little Dollar Tree frames in my supplies, so I'm going to take this sheet of bunnies. These are the perfect size for a 4x6 frame. I'm going to cut one of these out, and it was hard to decide which one I wanted to use. These little frames right here are at Dollar Tree, and they are in black, and they also have them in white. I thought this bunny right here would be really pretty in this little black frame, and you really don't have to do anything to these frames if you don't want to. Recently, when I was at Goodwill, I found this really large framed wall decor piece of these eggs. I think this is absolutely beautiful. I love the burlap border, and I also love the rustic in color of this frame. Now, not to damage the eggs in case next Easter, I may want to display this with that graphic. I'm going to take another one of these floral cardstock graphics, cut it down to size, and again, using two-sided tape, I'm going to attach this inside this thrifted frame that I got. I think I purchased this for $9.99, and this is a really large frame, so this is just another idea. Just take some frames that you have that may have some graphics in them that you may not like, or you may just want to change it out for the season. These cardstock graphics right here are the perfect way to do that, very affordably and very easy to do. These don't take no time at all to change out your graphics. Oh my goodness, y'all, what did y'all think of all of these beautiful graphics? The decoupage paper and the cardstock. And remember, you can also get these in rice paper, different sizes, and you can also get them as a digital download. I'm going to leave a link down below. Make sure to click on it, go out, shop their website, and let me know if you go out and make an order and get any of these beautiful graphics. I hope y'all enjoyed seeing all the projects that I made with the ones that I received. Make sure to leave me a comment down below. Let me know what your favorite was. As always, I appreciate y'all, and I'll plan to see y'all next Wednesday in a brand new video. Bye, y'all.